Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. You are tuned into Mic Drop. See, this is all live, people. I don't edit nothing, so if I make mistakes, there's no editing it out. So, anyway, this is Mic Drop. I am your humble host, Big Mike, coming to you from my home. Hope everyone's doing well. It's a lovely Friday evening. I am chilling, having a lovely drink, and I will explain why I'm having my lovely drink. But before I get into that, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a neighbor to check out this channel because I have some nice content on it. I just posted a vlog of accountability culture. Won't tell you what it's about, but if you want to check it out, feel free. So I have a few things. This is Feel Good Friday. This is my Feel Good Friday vlog. Now, I will have to say this beforehand. Unfortunately for this one, I will not be able to put in my lovely intro music as well as my outro music and edit this lovely vlog like I've normally been doing the past little bit because YouTube has copyrighted my ass. So for I think one of the songs in the beginning, so I cannot. It won't. I don't think if it's copywritten, then I don't know if it's not letting people view it or watch it or whatever the case may be. So I want to make sure y'all people lovely you lovely people out there watch this. So I will not be putting out any lovely music. Unfortunately, I thought the music was copywritten. I had assumed it was, but unfortunately, it was not. So whatever. But that's beside the point. I'm in a good mood right now. I figured, like I said, after me yelling like a crazy person in my last vlog, I figured I would do a more of a light-hearted vlog. So I will explain to you why I'm having this lovely old fashioned, why I am having this lovely old fashioned. Because I'm not much of a drinker, to be honest with you. So, a few reasons. Number one, I wanted to have a celebratory drink today because I have officially finished my first year of university. Yay! I mean, I'm sure everyone out there watching is clapping for me. I'd assume. If not, then you're terrible human beings. But I'm kidding. No, I finished my first year, which is very happy. It's it was a very hard year, the first year, obviously, and definitely wasn't the most ideal, seeing that I did all of my first semester of university in my lovely home instead of actually going to the campus and experiencing university life. But at the same time, I still think it was very useful, beneficial. I enjoyed it. My professors were really good. I learned a lot. It forced me to really critically think about things. It forced me to really, it really pushed and challenged me in a good way. So I'm very grateful for my first year of university experience. I was debating on taking summer courses, but I decided that I'm not going to take summer courses. I'll probably maybe look to take summer courses next year. My brain is a little bit mush from school, so I just finished my final on Wednesday for my elective class, which was pretty much a pain in the ass, but I got through it, thank God. So I didn't drink yesterday, so I figured, like I said, I'm drinking today. But yeah, like I think so far, I think grade wise, I'm looking at about a B average, which is impressive. Very, going to university this time around was a little bit, or school this time around was a little bit different for me. While I was very happy that I got in, I didn't really know what to expect. There was a little bit of fear, like I was nervous going back to school this time around, to be honest with you, and I didn't think I'd be nervous because I guess in the back of my mind there's a fear of failing a little bit, or not a fear of failing, but like a fear of the unknown of making sure that I pass. I'm not afraid that I'm gonna fail because I think as long as I put in the work, but I guess my fear was if I put in all the work and do what I need to do, am I good enough? Am I smart enough to handle university? Because I hear all the stories and of how university is so hard and you're pulling all nighters to study and stuff like that. And I always thought that shit was crazy. And then I ended up doing it for my first midterm, so I understand like the whole, what I'm saying, it was a lot, but it was, like I said, it's been dope, and like I said, my professors were excellent, and I think having I lucked out with good professors because otherwise, without having good professors, it would have been really hard to kind of get through it, especially being at home and stuff. But like I said, I'm gonna probably take summer courses next year. I'm looking forward to September. In part, another reason why I wanted to not take summer courses, I wanted to kind of focus on other passion projects like doing my lovely vlogs, doing more podcasts with my lovely friend Sana, And also working on other side hustle things and other pet projects that I have that I kind of left dormant that I want to kind of start working on. In part because like there's things I'm really interested in doing, and I figure why not. And I want to kind of sharpen my skills in terms of reading and stuff like that, reading a lot more. I would say, in all honesty, like I remember my one friend Sana had asked me in my birthday, my COVID birthday celebration, which if you haven't watched that, that was in January. Check that one out. I had basically said one of the things I wanted to. I don't remember. She had asked me about one of the things I wanted to improve on. Now, I don't remember what I specifically said, but I think now that I finished my first year of university, I think the one thing I kind of want to be better at is being more of a academic. You know, not saying I'm going to be a complete bookworm and book nerd because I'm not really a huge reader, but I am trying to be a lot more proficient and better at reading. So I do want to start reading a lot more. I have books I have that I haven't finished yet that I'm going to start reading. Like I have the autobiography of Malcolm X that I'm looking forward to finishing off. I'm halfway through like the 1984 book, which I want to finish off. I also have the Time Machine that I was supposed to read for my one assignment in my humanities class, but I didn't read it. But I ended up still getting, I actually ended up getting my highest grade on that paper, actually, to give you context. But I didn't even read the full book. But don't tell my prof this. No, but yeah, there's a lot of books I want to read and kind of get a little bit more book smart and stuff like that too. So kind of sharpen my reading skills. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm celebrating. Another reason why I want to do this vlog, well, a couple of reasons, but the other reason why I want to do this as well is I touched on it a bit in my last vlog, but I was more harsher in that version. So I wanted to give a little bit more of a positive spin this time around on this vlog. So I did touch on the fact that Derek Chauvin, George Floyd's killer, was sentenced. I believe it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. He was found guilty of all three counts, which is good. The reason why I'm happy about it is because, to be very honest with you, I did not think he would be found guilty. And I unfortunately have shitty history on my side to support my argument on this. Because I just had no faith in the justice system in America as a whole. So, and I had told people, even when I went to one protest I went to, I talked to these younger like students and stuff who were kind of like getting involved in the movement, that I didn't believe that George Floyd's killer would go to prison, and they were just shocked I said it. And you know, but I can admit that I'm wrong about certain things, right? And out of all the things that I was wrong about, I'm glad I was wrong about this. Because it means that things are slowly starting to change. Now, we can't get complacent as a people who care about this movement. There's still a ton of more work to be done. And it took a lot of work to get to that guilty verdict, which people don't understand. So we're still fighting a battle, right? It's still a battle. Like, for example, prior to the video of George Floyd being killed being released, they had released the coroner's office in Minnesota had basically issued a report saying that George Floyd had basically died of a medical trauma. They didn't state how he died and then the video came out and the world saw it, and then they had to change course. And then on top of that, what made it even more messed up was the fact that initially they had charged Derek Chauvin with third-degree murder, which I didn't even know existed until public pressure caused them to change the verdict, the actual crime to second-degree murder, which was what he was charged with and ultimately was convicted of. So obviously, like I said, there's still a lot of work to be done. Yes, it's good that there's progress being made, but there's still a ton more work to be done. And what I want to tell people too is there's probably going to be a lot of L's and a lot of bad shit that's going to happen in between that. And again, I'd be remiss if I didn't say my condolences to Derek Wright and his family, the young man who was killed by the cops. a few weeks ago in Minnesota, and also Eddie Toledo, who the young 13-year-old boy who was shot in Chicago by the police, and my condolences to his family. So we still got a lot of work to do, people, and like I said, we're gonna probably take a lot more L's before we get a lot of dubs, but that doesn't mean we don't continue to fight. Doesn't mean we stop. You know, I know that conservatives and people that are okay with the way things are don't like that, but you know, we have to keep fighting. Can't, you know what I mean? So, and I believe, and I firmly believe in my heart of hearts, as long as there's people that are going to continue to push this and push it in the media and keep protesting and pushing, try to push legislation and trying to make these changes and holding these police accountable and all that stuff, I do believe that maybe not in my lifetime. I might be dead by the time this happens, but I do believe that we'll get to a place of more equality, more accountability, and more tolerance. We may not fully eradicate racism as much as I would love that to happen, but I think we can get to a place of at least tolerance. And these cops knowing that if they take a life of a black person or take someone's life because of some bullshit, they better make damn sure that they know that they're going to face the consequences of that. So yeah, and another reason why I wanted to do this vlog again, because, you know, as people who are not from Toronto, if you're not in Ontario, you don't know, if you're watching this, I do live in Toronto, Canada, and you guys have probably heard about us for the wrong reasons, because our COVID lockdown has been a complete mess. It's been a complete dumpster fire, trash fire, dog shit lit on fire, all these things on fire, all rolled into one. Okay. And people are frustrated. You know, people are kind of worn out by the lockdown. And I get that. You know, last year, I wouldn't say wasn't sensitive to it, but I kind of just looked at it from the lens of, you know, I understand people's frustrations, but the shit will end. I understand now people's frustrations, because I know the people that have been following the rules and have been social distancing, and the businesses that have been following the rules and have not been allowing people, but yet they're kind of getting shafted and screwed over, and they're not getting I understand their frustrations. You know, I understand the people that kind of have been following the rules, but then they can't go see their families or they can't do this. It's frustrating. Now, for me, I don't, like I said, I'll survive regardless, but I know for other people this is hard for them. So I do want to make sure I'm sensitive and understand that. But I think the one solace that I can take from right now, there's one positive, is that at least there is a vaccine, number one, which is good. And number two, they're rolling it out in the hot zones. So people that are in those hot zones, who are first responders or people that are frontline workers, are able to get vaccinated at least. Now, I haven't gotten vaccinated yet. I am trying to get vaccinated through my one shelter job. I am hoping to get vaccinated at some point through them. And I do plan on trying to get vaccinated if it's feasible, if it's even possible at this point, because everyone's trying to get vaccinated at this point, so it's been a little bit of a hard thing to kind of get vaccinated, but I do want to get vaccinated at some point. But I do believe that this will end, you know, and I think people got to understand that too. I know it may not seem like it. It may not be right away. Who knows if we're going to have a summer? I don't know if it'll last until then, but this will end. And so I just think people just got to understand that it's been a mess. It has been a mess, but I do feel there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. So I just think if people can kind of hold out as much as they humanly can, do their part individually to protect themselves and people around them. I know that there's the anti-vaccine people and the anti-maskers, and they don't give a shit, and that's fine. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the people that are being responsible. As long as you guys are doing your part, and we just got to hope for the best. And I mean, that's all we can really hope for at this point. I'm trying to be as positive as I can, because otherwise I would just tell you this shit's a mess and we're going to be in lockdown till the fucking sun burns out. But I'm trying to be positive. It's Feel Good Friday, people. So, you know, I'm trying to add some positivity to this. And other than that, like I've been doing much else. I've been working out again, doing my push-up challenge, and I did two sets of push-ups today, so that's another reason why I'm drinking today. So I'm probably not going to work out tomorrow unless I feel up for it. So I'm trying to, and I'm cooking more, which is good. I have an air fryer, which is amazing, and I highly recommend an air fryer to you people. If you want to go, if you want to cook some healthier stuff or not so much oil, definitely get an air fryer. It's good for you. And yeah, and what else have I been doing? And the last thing, I guess, which is totally unrelated, and it's probably nothing really. I mean, it may not mean anything to you people, but it means something to me. Is this hat? So this is the Arizona Diamondbacks hat. And this is the hat that they wore in the World Series in 2001. Now, I know to you people, you're like, I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit? I give a shit because I've been trying to get this hat for the better part of about 5 years of some form or fashion. I've been hunting the internet, hunting every hat store in the city to find this hat, and I couldn't find this hat anywhere. And I luckily stumbled upon it on Fanatic, so I finally was able to order this hat. So I decided to wear it because I really like this hat. I love the design of it. And whatever. So I figured I would talk about it because I'm into hats. That's my thing. And I have a big pile of hats over there that I'm not going to show because, you know, that's not what this vlog is about. But anyway, I think I'm going to sign off at this point because I'm, you know, I'm a lightweight at this point, so I might be a little bit semi-tipsy, but I'm okay overall. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. To anyone who's, like I said, stumbled upon this vlog, I hope that it kind of somewhat brightened up your day. If it didn't, I apologize in advance. You know, I failed in that aspect. But my plan was to kind of talk about something lighter because I was yelling like a crazy black man before. Wanted to bring some kind of lighter stuff to this one. So I hope I did that for y'all. Again, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a neighbor to watch this vlog. And I'm going to sign off. I wonder, do I have anything to, you know, sign off with? I do. So one thing I want to say, and this may not mean anything to some people. Some people may already do this, but some people may not. Is celebrate the little victories. Take some time to actually celebrate the little things. Like, for example, and I just realized this. Actually, this just came to my head just now. I'm going to be marking my 8th year working in the social services on May the 4th of this year. So I'm going to take it upon myself to actually celebrate that momentous occasion. Because I feel like at times when we're working in a field or we're doing stuff that we enjoy or take pride in, we don't take time to actually take a step back and actually enjoy those moments. You know, I remember when I used to work as a career counselor, I remember one of my clients had gotten a job, and, you know, I had really advocated and was really pushing for him. I was a reference for this client to get a job. And I remember he called me saying he got the job, and I was like, oh, that's great. And it was literally out of sight, out of mind. And I went back to just my work, and I didn't even really think about it until maybe months later. So I try to celebrate the little things a little bit more so now. Like, for example, me finishing my first year of university, I felt the need to enjoy it with a lovely drink. And I'm telling you out there, people, to celebrate the little things. I know with COVID and the lockdown, there's things that you may not be able to think about celebrating. But hey, maybe if you have family around and, you know, they're able to lift your spirits in some way, celebrate that. I would say celebrate the little things, okay? I know that sometimes there's not always those big wins, those big momentous occasions you can always celebrate, but you can always celebrate the little things because the little things definitely matter. And that, my friends, is a mic drop. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe again if you haven't done so already. And I will stay tuned. I will be posting some more content probably in the next little bit. But I am out. Peace, love, and soul, or whatever. I think they said that on like Soul Train or something. But take care, all.